Yep, it's already been a week. More Monday stuff from Your Movie Friend, the YouTube channel, and yourmoviefriend.com. It's all the inside news, outside news, stuff from news, and all the reviews coming up this week at the website and here at YouTube. Now, we'll start with the inside news, which is nothing. There's not really anything going on that's big news. I would encourage you to subscribe, put a big subscribe button up here, and just talk a little bit. I was thinking the other day about how I'm very stingy with my subscribes and my likes. Like, I have to really like something to subscribe to it or like it. I think I'm going to try to do a better job of loosening up a bit and subscribing to more YouTube channels myself, kind of practice what I preach. You know, I ask people to subscribe to this channel because it does mean a lot to me, and it actually does impact how I'm able to do what I do at YouTube. The more subscribers you have, kind of the more of a YouTube partner you can be, and different features, different things like that. But I myself, for whatever reason, haven't taken that to heart. And so I've been kind of going around to different YouTube channels and subscribing and to people I love, just to know that, let them know that, you know, I support what they're doing. If you would do the same for me, it would mean a lot to me. And I know that's not necessarily news about the channel so much, but it is something that I think a lot of us don't think about that much, is that in a simple click, just by clicking subscribe up here, you can totally like make my day. Maybe that's not something you care to do to make my day, but point being, I'd appreciate the subscription. Take a look at the outside news. Screened recently, and people tweeting about it, a movie called Pacific Rim. I read an article on some of the tweets coming out after a pre-screening of this new Guillermo del Toro movie that's coming out this summer. A movie that I'm excited about, but I'm starting to get really excited about. And what's interesting is it's kind of under the radar with all the big name movies that are coming out this summer. You just don't hear much about Pacific Rim. At least I haven't heard kind of in the general mainstream culture much about Pacific Rim. A lot of us behind the scenes are geeking out about it, but let me just tell you, this is a movie about giant robots battling giant monsters done by a visual genius named Guillermo del Toro. So, I mean, that alone has got my interest peaked. And then these tweets start coming out about how amazing it is from people who've seen it beforehand. And I'm starting to think this may make my summer 7 when I do my 7 most anticipated movies of the summer. I'm thinking even with all the big names out there, this is going to be pretty high on that list. So I'm getting really excited about it. And just wanted to mention that Pacific Rim is one you might want to look out for. Stuff from Muse. I don't have the comment in front of me, so I'll try to sum it up. I think it was from a guy named Jacob Current. And it was about my Silver Linings Playbook review. He talked about how much he enjoyed the movie. I think he gave it a 5 out of 5, loved it a lot. And I did want to revisit Silver Linings Playbook, but I wanted to focus on one part of his comment, which said it meant a lot to him personally. And I wanted to focus on that because that's something I've said a lot here at Your Movie Friend about my reviews and what I do. It is a very personal thing, and I don't get critics who watch a movie and then take the personal out of it, and they try to be what they call objective. You can be objective and still have your own personal opinions and personal feelings. You can't separate yourself from the way you grew up, your beliefs, all that kind of stuff is going to have a role in how you feel about a movie you watch or a TV show you watch. And I really appreciated Jacob saying that, because look at a movie like Silver Linings Playbook, which I'm kind of going back in my head and rethinking about. It's probably a better movie than I gave it credit for. It was kind of one of those things where I didn't understand why I was getting all the Oscar buzz. It's a funny movie. There's some really powerful things in it. I think Jacob also mentions in his comment that Robert De Niro's performance, he really liked it. I didn't think it was a great performance, but I'm looking back at that and going, you know what? I've never really dealt personally with a lot of that mental issue, kind of taking medications kind of stuff. And I know a lot of people have. And from the sense I'm getting from them is that movie really hits home. And I appreciate that. I think that's really cool that, you know, somebody can take a look at that movie and love it so much because of what they've gone through personally, even if I haven't. So, Silver Linings Playbook, even though it wasn't one that I, you know, jumped up and down for, it was one I liked, but one I'm starting to understand why many people saw it as great a movie as it was. So I really do appreciate that, Jacob. As far as the reviews coming up this week, I think I'm going to try to get to 5 movies this week, to reviewing 5 movies that I've seen this week. Incredible Burt Wonderstone, a British movie called Quartet that I wanted to talk a little bit about. The Call, Halle Berry's new movie, and then of course just coming out, Olympus Has Fallen and The Croods. Definitely want to talk about those two. I had strong reactions to those. That'll be coming up this week. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, subscribe button. It's right up here. Just a click. I mean, just your finger just has to move like that much. Like, it doesn't take much energy. You don't even have to have like a candy bar to replenish. You just click it. Oh, and thanks. No, I appreciate it, really.